In thinking of 3 words to describe Gerry, I just fall back on how we developed our mission statement for the college, and we centered on 3 words: inspire, create, and achieve. And we built that mission statement on Gerry's legacy to the college. So I think that those are 3 words that really embody his work.
He's personable, honest, generous, and genuine. There's 4.
I would have to use 4 words to really accurately describe Gerry, and that would be just a really, really nice guy.
The first word that came to mind was mentor, and that was probably the longest standing relationship that I would say that I view him as having in my life, is a mentor for arts and cultural activities, and just as a leader, a leadership in any project or activity that he's involved with.
I've been trying to think of a word that would describe Gerry McKenna. Now, you know I'm familiar with all the words in this unabridged dictionary, and I've looked through it yet again and have found what I think is the word to describe Gerry: humanitarian. A person actively engaged in promoting human welfare and social reform. That fits Gerry to a T. And again, you can look it up and see for yourself. This picture is right there under humanitarian.
I have a favorite memory of Gerry, and it's a very recent one. I was recently an attendee at the Governor's Conference on Tourism in Lake Geneva at the beginning of March, and it was a special event for arts people this year because we were celebrating the 40th anniversary of the Wisconsin Arts Board. What was interesting is as these introductions went around the room, I would have to say that probably 80% of the people in the room had some story about Gerry, some connection to Gerry McKenna, and this is people from all over the world.
It really started back with the Arts Alliance, in that he was the person in this community that, through his relationship with then State Senator Kevin Shabilsky, brought the money that started and founded the Arts Alliance.
I came here as a faculty member and became a department chair at the very exciting time when it looked like the Noel Fine Arts Center was finally going to grow. And I know that in the last near decade, that project has affected so many people. And I remember speaking with a faculty member when we walked into the building for the first time. And the person said, you know, we really have to live up to this space now, because it's truly incredible and inspiring. And I know several people were involved in the creation of that space, but somebody had to be at the center, moving the conversation forward, even when it just seemed like a dream.
For years, he led the arts management program on our campus, teaching and advising and mentoring students, many of which still remain in contact with Gerry today. But it's this community involvement that I think most about. It'd be hard to find a project that Gerry wasn't involved in. Sculpture Garden, Fox Theater, the orchestra, you name it, Gerry was there.
He was a wonderful leader in getting the community behind it, but he was also in the trenches, getting his hands dirty with the rest of us. Along with 35 other volunteers, he was there to demolish the building that was then the Chamber of Commerce building, wielding sawzalls and sledgehammers to ready the site for renovation. And once that was done, he, along with 2 other volunteers, painted the gallery. And I'm quite sure that demolition and painting are not expected as his role of Dean of Fine Arts, but he was there. The arts in any form, musical, theatrical, or visual, you can be assured that Gerry, in his own quiet, unassuming way, had something to do with it.
He has contributed to our human spirit. He has made this community a better place to live, to work, to learn, to play, and to raise our children.
So much of what he has been involved with, and I think especially since his retirement, I've seen and witnessed the hands-on engagement and involvement to make things for the community, and from the sculpture park that, you know, he's there, the Riverfront Jazz Festival. I mean, there's absolutely no personal direct accolade that he's receiving for any of that work. It's just 100% in betterment for the community.
The reason why I came to this community was to join a faculty in a growing department in a vibrant college at a valued university. And I think that that would only happen through leadership like Gerry's leadership.
It is those champions that every community needs, and I think that as his legacy has been is that he has been a champion of the arts and culture in this community for many, many years.
It takes someone with visionary thinking to create the type of arts community that we have in Stevens Point. We could decide to be a very sleepy place without that visionary leadership. So some sort of genius award should go to Gerry.
Gerry, tonight we want to say thank you for making us all that we can be, for choosing us years ago when you could have chosen anywhere. You came here, and we're better for it. Thank you.
He's just a very, very special guy. I always felt like he greeted me most genuinely, like I was a good friend, and respected my opinion and whatever I did. And so I'm very proud to call him a friend and a leader.
Thank you, Gerry, for everything that you've done for the community. And don't think that this brings an end to any of that.
Well, thanking Gerry for one thing would be thanking Gerry and Alice for being members of our community, for choosing Stevens Point as their home, and even after what people would think is retirement, just continuing to have that influence on our community as a whole, not just in the arts community, but just being so central to everything that we do here in Stevens Point, Portage County, Central Wisconsin, and I would have to say Wisconsin.
Gerry, this is well deserved and something that you've worked all your life for, but never campaigned for. And I think that makes the best recipient. Someone who is being singled out for great work without ever expecting to be singled out. Enjoy.